Welcome, everyone, to the Patreon page of Penance RPG. I am Dragon, and I am here to tell you more about us. Penance RPG started back in the dark days of 2016, when a group of friends got together to play online their own version of D&D on a homebrew RPG engine created by its DM, Nikoli, to supplement the fact that none of them had the money to buy books and were all too far apart to be able to share them. These were dark days indeed. Some didn't even have dice. But the spark was there. Within a year of playing as friends, this small troupe began recording so other friends could hear the fate of these poor souls. Their microphones were terrible, their posture worse, and while it sounded as it was, the spark grew when several of these friends mentioned what could be done with these recordings. Another year passed, and with the dawning of 2018, they had attended their first convention together, and Penance RPG was solidifying itself through Nikoli, working the role of writer, editor, and producer. It was at this point I began to help how I could as well as play, but that is a tale for another time. With the Sunday episodes continue to growing success, another project appeared on the horizon, an adaptation of Curse of Strahd. Rolling one final year on, Penance RPG finds itself stronger than ever, with over 150 episodes released, a second D&D adaptation on the way, another Halloween project in the works. We are poised to release some of our best work yet. But to keep growing and keep healthy going forward, we will need your help. Penance RPG, despite what picture we may have painted up till now, is still at its bones. A two-person project of love by both myself and Nikoli. We have friends who are willing to play and playtest, but they cannot assist with the behind-the-scenes stuff. What we need most is help to keep the lights on, keep food in our stomachs, and if we can, begin increasing our workforce so that if myself or Nikoli get sick again, we don't need to delay releases until we are better. And in return for your support, we can write you something uniquely special. Whether that is a bard's tale, an RPG hook written entirely based on a song of your choosing, or an NPC you yourself create that will interact with one of the parties. Maybe you'd like to know what goes on inside Nikoli's head as he's reading the D&D book he is currently adapting. We've got an entire bonus podcast series where he and his friend Amy sit down and talk about the story he is writing compared to what the original would bring. You can hear all his ideas and reasoning behind the decisions, even going so far as to explain why the story is going the way it is going. All of this entirely available every week as part of our Patreon awards. Whether you decide to back us or not, we're grateful you have listened to our tales, and we hope you continue to enjoy them for as long as we can keep bringing them to you. Thank you.